Welcome to News Alert on Capital Television. Vice President Amy Arthur has given city authorities and other waste management companies 10 days to clear all unapproved refuse dumping sites in the capital. He gave the order when he continued his inspection of some markets and dumping of refuse sites in Agbebulushi and Kokomlimli. Upon reaching there, Vice President Amy Arthur expressed satisfaction with the progress of work so far. City authorities, together with Zoom Lion officials, were seen busily clearing the sites. Meanwhile, the Environmental Service Providers Association is calling on government to review upwards refuse collection fees to reflect the changing times. The association's concern is about the upsurge in overhead cost of refuse collection and management. The first ever US-Africa Summit will end today. The summit taking place in Washington has 40 African leaders participating. The leaders have been discussing issues such as security, health, the environment and corruption. The summit is part of plans by US President Barack Obama to move away from grants and aids to investing in African countries, contrasting former President Bush's initiative towards Africa where he granted aids to tackle challenges. Assistant Secretary, Bureau of African Affairs of the United States, Linda Thomas-Greenfield, earlier on told pressmen that the summit will be a big opportunity to discuss bigger investments in African countries and to reiterate America's unflinching support and care for the African continent. The summit follows a previously held meeting by Barack Obama and some 500 young African leaders held in July in Washington with the aim of investing in the next generation of African leaders. It remains to be seen if the trip will yield benefits to Ghanaian citizens who face economic hardships. Capital TV News spoke to Kwesi Bako, our U.S. correspondent, on his take on the summit.
The summit proper is about to begin, so we don't know what is going to be, put out on the table. So at this point, one, especially in my shoes, can only conjecture. But if you ask me personally, I don't know if it's anything different from what Africa has been benefiting from the U.S. all this time. There's probably going to be promises of investment. There's probably going to be promises of aid, perhaps. I'm not sure about that, because we have a history of President Obama asking African leaders to look within for solutions to their problems. We don't know if that body language is going to change at this summit. We are fingers crossed, waiting to see what they bring on the table, and then we can take it from there. But as far as Africans benefiting from anything, I'm not too sure if there will be anything drastically different from what we know before.
Residents of Domi Kwabenya in the Greater Accra municipality have expressed their joy at the pace at which the bridge being constructed by CLG Ghana Limited is moving. The bridge, which caved in some months ago, have received prompt attention from the government.
Because a real anajo omuguso moye adwuma no na ze say akaka kra bi kura no mo awie is a contractor na ya de pa onya contractor wo de adwuma mana no wagya ato contractor o ye serious
ekwan no ahyase ne de tama ade ne sie no na even as e besikwa na ya yam hihye because na bridge no chise na ebu egu baabi nti na yekwan yam hye say kan ne nam so nti ebu finally na adwumafo ani baaye no credit omo baaye no omo aboan go ma ye ni 10 me kwa na ni na so say omo be ye ni 10 ye ni say ja ye hyase afi no mo betu akọ but fi so omo start so omo de omo sakan ye no omo janto ho nsuo tokra omo ye awiabo anajuko ebi ho omo ye adwuma
the how momo bray mom dear from the beginning no because when say yenso me say one my ha no me drivers e wo ha ye station no so wo got an echi titama bridge ni bu ye na de how de eren e de abraye see, you know, so far, MSB, yeah, Master Day, a quantity do them say, yeah, Gusu, Equanim.
Speaking to Capital TV News in an interview, resident engineer overseeing the project, Edem Akakpo, said more.
It's a technical procedure that we do after concreting. Okay, the main motive behind the sacks is to allow moisture to be maintained. We don't want the sun to hit it hard so that we can have cracks in it. But once we have the sacks on it, it keeps the temperature down, it keeps drying slowly. Then we attain our maximum strength that we want to have. As you know, everything that one does, you're going to encounter many challenges. But for this particular program or project, it's been so amazing. I've had no challenge as at now. Yeah. They were thinking we're coming to play here. They were thinking we're just coming to do something and leave. But now I can assure you that they have the confidence in us that we're going to, deliver on time. Yeah.
The one-time flag-bearer aspirant of the New Patriotic Party, Dr. Kwabena Arthur Kennedy, has downplayed the party's upcoming superdelegate scheduled for August 31st, 2014. Dr. Kennedy says he is not interested and would not be part of the event. Dr. Arthur Kennedy was speaking at the show People's Parliament during Capital TV's breakfast show, Capital Breakfast. According to him, there are critical and important issues that will be occupying him during the period.
Dog, my last question onya about Ebola na one congress ebaba dawa.
My German and I say healthcare and politics important.
Okay.
Meanwhile, the national organizer of the MPP, John Boedu, says it is an unfortunate comment from Dr. Kennedy. Mr. Boedu said Dr. Kennedy's absence or presence would not add or take anything away from the party.
What makes a person a key member of a party? That is so indispensable. That his word should be the alpha and the omega.
2008, he was the front runner for your flag bearer.
What do you mean by front runner?
He was part and parcel of the campaign.
So it makes him a key person.
But of course, obviously he plays.
Who am I?
You're also a key member of the party as a national organizer.
Sometimes,
as an executive.
You see, sometimes we tend to help in raising the egos of people.
So you think
it's not about it's not about him. But there are lots of people that you call leading members of the party that have all that they do is to stay in Accra and issue one statement or the other and be able to caught the attention of the media. And his rise to fame is to be able to criticize his own party. And it is considered as key or leading members of our party. I think that we need to also look at it. So he has his own priorities.
It's unfortunate. I'm sure he has a vote. Has he got a vote?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, he hasn't.
He doesn't have a vote.
He doesn't.
Okay.
He doesn't.
Okay. So now,
you see, I'm not happy the way you put it, even if he said that we shouldn't have known, because I don't know.
He said
because if you are a member of this party and critical times of the party where National Congress
exactly that is why
you have that
is why I asked whether he has issues with the party.
No. Critical times of the party, and so you have more important things to do than that. Yeah. You realize that it will come back. You see, it will come back to haunt you, unless, of course, you want to leave the party. If you want to lead the party, fine. Or you don't want leadership of the party anymore.
Do you feel that he wants leadership of the party?
I don't know.
You don't?
Well, he has more important things than the party congress that is going to be held. I think that the priorities, we should leave it there. But it's unfortunate such comments, even if you don't want to come. Because your presence here
it won't add up to anything?
Nothing.
You're sure?
Really. It will add up just as any ordinary member who don't have a vote in the party comes to our Congress. You understand? And even this time, even during the special congress, we are not holding it at the same place.
Okay.
It will be held at the regional centers.
Okay.
Where the numbers are.
It's about 830.
About 800. So some regions about 80 people. Some, you understand, and all that. So his presence wouldn't have been so important. Maybe that's the reason why he's saying that you do have that. But you see, one critical importance of any political party's calendar is registration exercise.
Okay.
If you are really, really a member of the party. So if he had left his important things and come join his constituency.
With the rising number of prevalent diseases like cholera in this season, it is quite panicking to note that most mission hospitals and private clinics are not ready to accept the NHIS cards. The hospitals that accept the cards do not charge the full bills against the cards, thus patients have to still pay for their treatment. According to a brother of a victim at a hospital, their NHIS card could only cover the admission card and a paracetamol drug to the tune of 6 Ghana cedis, but the rest of the bill of over 35 Ghana cedis was paid from their pocket. When he demanded to know why, he was told that out of 17 months' debt due them by the government, only 3 months had been paid. Alhaji Aminu Abu told Capital News team more.
Health insurance that we are talking about now, government, they say that government has paid the premium that they should continue, but some of the hospitals, I don't think that they have received their payment. Some of the hospitals, there are a lot of problems here and there at the hospitals. I am a victim because yesterday around, I would say even is this morning, not even yesterday, because around 2 o'clock this morning, my younger brother by name called Sadiq fell vomiting, and we rushed him to Alpha Medical Center. They treated him very well because they give him bed, almost everything. But the nurse asked me to go and collect card for my brother. So after I go to the card section to go and do the card, and I present the health insurance card for them, but they gave me the card, and when she asked me to go and get medicine, so from where they gave medicine about this cholera, they understand that is cholera that happened to my brother. So cash there, I pay the what is the name, the drip that they are to give him, and treatment. I pay the drip and rest of the medicine and the injection that I'm going to give him, the I don't know whether is it malaria or whatever. I paid. Yes, they say that it's covering only 5 cedis with paracetamol, 1 cedis makes 6 cedis. So that this morning I paid almost 35 Ghana cedis, that is 350,000. I pay for the medicine. As I'm talking to you now, they are calling me. I'm here to go there to see what is happening. This